All right, we are setting up. This is a keeper, right? We've got some nice, beautiful sunlight behind me. Right here on the road. And we're gonna go here. And yeah, cool. That's absolutely fine. First thing to do when we get on a row is put our stuff away. And then the second thing you do when you get on the row, before you get on the row, you clean it. I have not done the cleaning process on any machine and beforehand on my videos. So I'm going to actually show you how I prep the row machine. I do go a little overboard, right? So I got 3 sheets. I'm going to start going ahead and cleaning the push buttons. All right. And cleaning, I'm going to go straight to the handles. You can use all these guys. And you want to scrub it hard and a little bit on that end rope. Now this here is a magnetic with a rope and holes, which is actually very good. I'm going to go ahead and clean the knob because I'll be touching that too. All right. And I'm going to just go ahead and throw that on number 5. It goes up to 10, so I'm going to do a mid. Now I'm going to clean the seat because we always want to make sure that is sterile. That's where your butt goes, where everyone else's butt goes. Move that down. This rail is dirty. I don't like a dirty rail. But the first thing I'm going to do is clean these latches. If you don't do this, who does? Really? So you're just going to clean these latches because there's grime on it, and I don't like grime. And then we're going to clean the grime off of where people touch here, right here on the foot pedestals. All right. You think I'm going overboard? Now it's time to clean the rail. All right. So I'm going to make sure I don't touch the rail with my hand fingers because that's some. It's going to blacken my fingers there. Just work it right here. Nice. Now I'm going to make sure I get under the rail. All right. Move that up. Come over here and get on top of the rail. Good. All right. All the way through because I don't like the bumps. I don't like the dirtiness. I can feel it. It's powder stuff that gets left behind. There's powder on it. There you go. Probably from them plastic wheels. All right. That was just 2 sheets. The last sheet, make sure you clean your hands after cleaning all that. So there we go. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. 16 people. We're going to do a warm up on the row. I already did a bit of exercising at the cable machines. That was a good warm up right there. We're going to do row, work out the entire body, the whole process. Thanks for watching that. Now it's time to get in. I'm going to take all this off and adjust myself. Thank you for viewing. You can stay, but this will also be posted online, so it'll still be here so you can watch the Qigong body movements. Please watch my other videos that I have posted on Qigong, body healing, day 1 class through 6. Those are straight recording. They weren't live. I did a lot in there to teach people, to coach people on how to heal their bodies. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I take these straps, I'm going to strap it tight. I'm going to make sure that these guys are not on my dorsals, so I need to go down one more. I don't want the strap here. I want the strap more here on my foot, not here. So I hope you can see that. No, so no strap. It was like right there, and that right there pushes too much. So I'm going to put it more right there for myself. And these guys don't ever hold. You know how that is? So we do a tuck into here. So I'm going to go in there and tuck it in there. And what that does, and nice tight, prevents that from unhinging and loosening on your shoe. Especially when you got the ones that are not Velcro. So that is how I strap these straps that always loosen up. I just take it and tuck it in after tightening it. There we go. Now I'm going to straighten up. Wow, this feels like crap, but we're gonna roll with it anyways. I can tell these wheels are just like chipped off. Probably all the powder's coming from is all that plastic. All right, let's go to manual, and we're gonna do this for just probably, it says 1 minute to 5 minutes. I'll stop at 3. Only needs a 3-minute row. There we go. So I'm gonna straighten up first. Yep, I got my sweater on. I'm still aerated. There we go. So that way I can stay hot. This will probably cause me problems when rowing. And you can set your watch. Sometimes people forget about that. Breathe, scrunch in, straighten your legs. All right, straighten those legs. What we're gonna do is, before most people just start rowing, they didn't straighten, stretch these guys out first. So I wanna get that resistance here. Come forward, keep that resistance here at my knees, because my focus right now is to warm those back of those hammies. If you have tight hammies, tight back of the knees, tight calves and tight gastrocs, why aren't you warming up before you row? Now I'm just like bend up. I'm just using this as a guide. I got this at 5, so this just prevent me from going too fast. And make sure you're breathing. Now I'm gonna keep that lower and keep that stretch. And I'm just stretching my legs underneath it slowly, slowly. And I do this as a warm up with the back of my legs before I row. And the B's and beans, because you don't want those tight, just do a few of those, stretch, straighten. All right, now I'm at 2 minutes. I did my warm up, breathe, and roll backwards, keeping your back straight. Arms straight, go towards the navel, lift up. Go towards the navel, lift up. Towards the navel, lift up. Now we got that motion going. Forward and then backwards. Forward fold and backwards. Do not crunch. Do not bend your back. Your head goes with your torso. We're just doing a warm-up. Oh, great. See. We're not going to exert ourselves. The purpose of this in a warm-up is to warm up. We're not trying to do a whole row competition for 500 meters and do our best. We're going to do our best by warming up our connective tissues and our muscles and everything to be smooth, relaxed. After we're done, make sure we breathe in through the nose, out the nose. Out the nose, that's right. In through the nose, out the nose. To the navel, lift, and down. Don't do this BS. That's BS. That's not how you row. That's the prim proper way to row. This is the flow of the row. Flow of the row. Just doing a warm up for the muscles. And what I'm doing back here with the warm-up is I'm making sure I'm still working those guys out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we can do a speed up. These wheels suck. They need to repair this guy. And they're like, oh, there's a tag over on the next one beside me saying not working. Just going to focus on my row. I only got a minute and a half left. Then we're going to go to the floor with the mat. Start the Qigong. Get your mat out and come and join me. That's the purpose of this. If you want to do a warm-up, do some squats. Circulate your arms. Keep your body straight. And then we're going to get in there. Yeah, 1 minute left. Thank you for sticking with me here. Get your mat out, do some warm-ups, and then we'll get started on some Qigong coaching. Okay, man. We'll be starting the mat, Qigong movement and stretching in a minute. Grab your mat, or just use carpet. All right, stretching, opening. Good time to stretch the back of those legs. We can also do body movement. Now that you're locked in, we're relaxing, we're forward folding, and let's stretch. It's a great place to do it, to get further and deeper into the stretch so you can touch the floor. Start bending here instead of here. And this is where we want to bend when we're like got straight legs, when we want to touch the floor, right? And the only way to accomplish that, if you got nothing, is a row machine and getting here and opening up, doing the warm up on the row, stretching first, row, and stretch again, and going into it. Good. Some Keeley stretches, and down, and up. Get that going again, and let's go ahead and take these off and let's get the mat out. I'm just going to move the video over there. Thank you for staying with me. This thing's broke. I didn't do it. It's on this last seat. Oh. Grab the copper. All right, stay put, grab your mat, and we'll get on the floor. Let's see a good spot. In the middle. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff back here too. Let's do that. Throw this away. All right. Thank you for joining me. Grab your mat. I'm getting mine out right now. If you're already at a gym, good. You can do this anywhere. We're doing things that you can do anywhere. I do want to change my mat out. They got this new cloth one that I want to check out and get. And boom, 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 boom. It's okay to have a song while you work out. Adjust this. Perfect. Yep. All right, guys, let's do some stretch, movement, Qigong, body healing stuff. That'd be great. All together. Thank you for coming in. Let's go ahead and stand on your mat. We're going to do a namaste after we swing our arms. We're going to do some swings. I'm going to be doing multiple things at once, multiple things. And I'm going to be doing each multiple thing for a good amount of time so that way you can pick up on here. So what we're doing is we're relaxing our head, we're on our body, You can see that my body is perfectly straight here, and then I got that spine curve and that lumbar supporting. Breathing in. We're going to relax with our knees. Relax with our knees. And any of my Qigong and exercises, knees do not pass the toes. Shoulder do not pass knees and toes. Toes to knees. Got it? Good. No matter if you go down. Good. Breathing. Circulate the arms. Relax those knees. Bounce those knees with force. That's right. Low. Up. Stretch. Breathing. 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 And down. Let's circulate. What we're doing here is moving our upper body. We will get to the lower. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Squeeze those lats up. Squeeze those lats down. Relaxing the arm, wrist, hands, fingers, and relaxing the shoulders. We're just using lat muscles and trap muscles to go up and down here. That's right. Working individual muscles at a time to accomplish the goal. Individually working, individually going, and while everything else. Don't tense. Don't do any of that. None of that. Don't tense. Don't tense. Don't tense. Don't forward foot. Don't crunch. And stay up. Breathe. You must breathe. Always breathe. Now we're going to do some movement back and forth. Just remember, we're doing Qigong stuff with rhythm and flow. None of that north, south, east, west compass stuff. Just body movement. Let's do this now. Relax all that. Shoo, shoo. In rhythm. You know, my elbows are staying to my sides. My elbows are staying to my sides. I am coming up relaxed and out. Down and out. Got it? Good. This is some new stuff I don't teach in my other classes. What's this for? Make sure you're straight. Don't lean in. Are you doing that? I just about did. Focus. Not just on your movement, but on your posture and your relaxation and your flow and your mindfulness and your awareness. Let's go ahead and hands up now. Keeping everything upright. See, I'm just basically trying to stay nice, going bounce between left and right. All right, relax it. This way. Straighten up. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Don't have them tense. Keep them relaxed. We're going here, out, here, out. It keeps them relaxed because people can't always do this. And that also can cause problems right here for some people in the shoulders with lifting their arms up. So if you put them here and do the same thing, you're still accomplishing the same goal without putting more tension on other muscles and so much weight on your shoulders. It's opening and it's closing right here. That's the purpose. Everything I'm going to do is have a purpose. Now we're going to do this. Relax those hands, relax those wrists. We're doing circles. Keep those elbows in to your sides, to your waist, and straighten up. And breathe, and circle, and circle, and circle. Spheres, spheres. Go the other way. Stay upright, stay breathing. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your head relaxed. Get those kinks out if you feel you got the kinks in it. Try not to overdo it. Breathe. And now relax. Legs, legs. Now we got to feel this. It's activating things. It's activating. Yep, activating. Activating. Back step back, forward step. Activating. 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 Keep it going. See how I'm stepping? Activating, step back. Good, good, good. Relax. We're going to do a squat and we're going to up our pants first, up our knee legs first. Trust me. Don't just go down and then adjust it. Make sure your course, remember your shoulders are going down like a rail. Awesome. Readjust in your squat so you can go further. So there we go. Nice good squat. And breathe. And then arms up if you need to balance. Good, good. Hold a moment. Breathe. Always breathe. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. In through the nose, out the nose, not the mouth, not the mouth. Unless you got clogged. Open those nostrils up. Rise with the breath. So you breathed in and then breathed out. Good. Let's do some movement. Let's do some hip. Let's see here. Tensions everywhere. Tensions everywhere. Exactly. All right. Don't crunch in. I like to crunch, didn't I? Don't crunch in. Never do that. Stay upright. It'll stop the problems back here. Stop those problems, tensing and having neck issues. All right. I already did a lot of neck movements yesterday. Okay, yeah, I did. All right. So let's move on to some leg stretches. And what we're going to do is we're going to get on our knees, okay? Because in namaste, come on down onto your mat. All right. Okay, make sure you had that. I had a notification. All right, I'm going to get onto the right side a bit. And I'm going to put one leg out. So now I'm basically got this whole area straight. My shoulders should be above my pec should be above the knee. There we go. It should be like hanging tight. We just got this nice and stretched. We just want to be this right here because we're also keeping this flat and open. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, is you stay where you are. I'm going to turn so that way you can see where I'm at. Don't be here. Be there. Don't be here. Be there. Just have that open. Stay up and flat and have that open and flat. Have this open. Have this open. Always and forever. Do your core breathing. And what we're doing is we're practicing this move. Okay? Practicing moving forward, hip forward, get going. Now we're going to do a back bend. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands on our hips. And we're just going to just kind of like bow that way. Then your head doesn't bow backwards. It just goes with the torso. Stability. Keep your hands here and here for stability. Watch my other videos to learn more about stability. All right, now we had our foot down. Let's go ahead and go our foot up. And then we're going to go forward. We're going to go sideways. And we're going to arm. Breathe. And just let this guide roll. Can you see that in the video? And roll. Keeping this all up. Keeping all that all in openness. All in openness. We want that to open. That foot up. This is open. You want to make sure it is. Make sure you make your adjustments where you need to be, where it feels good, not where it feels bad. And where you can get the best stretch possible. Make sure you adjust your heel too. If you need to have this stretched out more, you can rotate it to go further in that direction, half an inch by half an inch. And then roll into it. So you feel the stretching here, and stretching here, and stretching here. So we're doing multiple stretches at once. Keep your head and neck on the shoulders relaxed. Don't stiffen it. Don't let it go forward. Just be with the body. Breathing and stretching. And I'm using this arm right here on my leg for stability for my leg. And then open and rise, breathe, lower, easily. Bring that in. Remember to balance Bring that knee down. Now we're gonna get the next side, so we're gonna prep ourselves over here on the mat. Knee on this side, foot on this side. Rise up. Make sure you're balanced first. Then go into this stretch here, where this is straight first. We're not going, we want this just straight, okay? We don't want to like go, bend that out like that. We're not doing that right now. All right, we're gonna be right here. And the reason being, because it opens this up in the pelvic area, and then around the adductor, psoas, and it opens up the flexors, really, right here in these connective tissues that basically is underneath the iliacal crest, right? And we want that. And because our hips are gonna go that way, this is a lot harder for me on this side apparently, because I see myself not so straight, so I'm gonna like go this direction a little bit. It's hard, isn't it? Sometimes we're like, oh no, I'm way over here. That's okay, that's okay. My other side was better. So that's why we need to do this. So we're gonna stretch this guy first. So let's go down and pull up. You can't see me in the video, can you? I need to make adjustments, right? Come on down, go this way, go this way, go this way. And then what we're gonna do is stay straight and go like this and go into that stretch, because I wanna stretch this real quick to see if it's gonna help me straighten up over here in that one stretch I wanna do. So we're gonna keep coming down, we're gonna go ahead on our glute, just go down towards my heel. The stability and all that. So what we're doing is we're opening all this up right here. We're gonna get that down stretch in. And then we're gonna come up, make sure it stays in, stretch, come up, hips this way, shoulders, make sure, straightening up. And then, I've been having a serious problem right in this side over the last week. Don't know how it started. It might have been because I was overworking. Don't overwork when you're old. Hire people. Hire people that knows that they can do the job. Yeah. Do I feel more straight? Probably not. Let's get that stretch in. Just get that foot up right here. And you gotta make sure you are facing this way. And your hips are going in that direction. Not in that direction. Not twisted. It needs to be open. Open. I can feel that. I'm gonna just go squat down again because I wanna move this. Doing best to make sure my shoulder doesn't pass my knee in this downward position, because it's going to help go up and down easier for you. That's the point of that. If you have hip flexor issues, this is a good way to stretch them out easily. It's the easiest way because you're just in constant motion. And you're like working this out nice and good. And it's going to help open up all of this tissue and stretch it out. Make sure you're doing it easily. Do not burn. Before you burn, stop, ease the stretch up. Do you feel an intense, like sharp pain? You're going too much. You're not ready for that much stretching. So ease off and just take it easy. You should just be spending months doing this, to get to the point where even I'm at, unless you're, when you're starting off like where I was, and sitting down, relaxing your arms, and come up. Remember to come up using your leg, opening, using your hips. And come down, readjust. There we go. You stay where you are. Breathe. And I'm going to rise up again. See? That's better. See, now that's better. I'm not as bendy as I was trying to keep my leg right here and right there. Not as bendy. Though I can feel that tension right here, which is causing it as well, which I need to basically, we need actually another way of doing that. Feeling tension here in the quad. I'm feeling it right here. I go in this direction. Now that we're here, come in this position, breathing, opening it up. Now we're back here. Now I'm a lot straighter than I was. It's not hurting right here as much because I pulled the interconnected tissues in the joint area. Trying to stay straight. Make sure you stay straight. Yeah. And breathe. And then we're going to do a fold that way. Remember that way? So we're going to raise our arm up. Breathing. Kind of like just let it go like that. I'm going to make sure this is using this arm to stabilize. Make sure this is where it's supposed to be. Foot up. Make sure your foot is, went from here to here. If it wasn't there, if it's already there, that's okay. And then we're going to like go and bow. Opening, and then opening this way. Don't just tilt that way. We're going to open and bow. Open and bow. Keep your head relaxed. Keep your elbow up. And we also got to work this stuff out too, don't we? I bet you some of you are like, oh, my arm only goes to here instead of back here. That's okay. That's a lot of massage work to do. You need to see your therapist. And then go down. Stretching this way, stretching that way. Just hold here now. Breathing. Make sure you rope up. Kind of like get your spine. Whew. We're going to stay in this moment for a moment. Make sure your head is relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. Don't tense them. Breathe. And roll down more. Go down more. Try to keep this up. Remember, it's supposed to be going this way. This is going this way and that way. This is crunching. And you're, if you have to, bring this here. And there we go. And crunch down more. And breathe. And then come up. Release. Easy. Come up. Get back into position. And arm. Relaxing it. Ooh. And then bring that. Make sure you balance yourself over here on this leg. Then bring the other leg in. And come down. Relax it. We're going to have our knees come over this way. And our feet on the mat. Feet here. Heels in the air. Knees here. You know what I'm talking about. Now go ahead and put your toes up. We don't want your dorsal stretching. So we want them like that. Move their toes. All right. That's going to help brace yourself because we're going to be doing a forward hip thrust and back bend. And make sure you hydrate. If you ever have an itch, you use a towel or a cloth. Take one of these and don't touch your face. Breathe. I'm already relaxing when I was in this state. All right. Okay, I'm going to sit down. We're going to get that sit into your toes. We're going to stretch those toes. We're going to relax those toes. There you go. That's how I'll make my adjustment. After we're done with this, go to the sauna. We are sitting on our toes, kinda. I can't even get there. It's like, I have all that. Some people with, thicker calves or thicker thighs. It's going to be, it's all about what you can do. But as long as you're, sitting on your toes to get those toes stretched easily, don't put too much body weights into it. Just enough to give it that stretch in your big toes and little toes. Now we're going to rise, right? So how we rise is that we're going to feel like we're going that way and our hips are just going forward. Hips go forward as our shoulders go up. Breathing. All right. Now we're going to have our hips go forward. Our head follows the top of the torso. Don't tense the head. The head should not be going back. We're not doing that. It should be just going with the torso. And we're just doing like a nice back bend release. Breathe, and let's do that again. We're going to do that several times. We're just holding our hands here for probably stability, but keep them relaxed. Don't hold your arms up. You're just what you're doing is you're feeling the tension with your fingertips. You're making sure that both sides are doing equal balanced stuff inside your muscles and tissues. Breathe. Chest up. Breathe. Chest up. Breathe. Chest up. Relax your head. Breathe. Make sure everything on the up here is relaxed the whole time. Breathe. Hips forward. Breathe. Relax the whole everything. Breathe. Chest up. And release it by going with your glutes down, glutes down, glutes down, glutes down, glutes down. Straighten and relax. Work it out. Only do as much as you can. Don't go overboard. It's your first time. I do this because I can go intensely in this stretches here. Stretching your toes, relaxing the back. We're doing two things at once. Stretching the toes, stretching all this quad around the knee area. We're working on all that. And then we're going to rise. Breathe in. And rising with your hips going forward and your shoulders and straightening. We're going to relax here now. We do not start stretching when we get here. We're going to go from here into a stretch. Don't. This is two-step process with different steps happening at the same time. Hold on. I need to readjust my knees here. All right. Let's get our knees in just a little bit, toes in just a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch from way back here. And we're going to do the next 2 or 3 right here, okay? So we want to have our knees kind of like with our shoulders this time, and our heels same with everything. And let's go ahead and just go down into our toes. Now we did that with wide, abductors opening. Now we're going to do it here. Breathing, going forward, releasing and going up. With the chest, up with the chest, relaxing the head and neck, hips forward. Remember, your shoulders should be going back so you can be balanced. Chest in the air, breathing and chesting and breathing in the diaphragm. We are opening and expanding the diaphragm. So we're doing 3 things here. One is breathing in. Constantly air into the diaphragm, into the lungs, relaxing the head and neck and chest, making sure the head is good, okay? All right, if you have to, put your hands right here on your head, right here on the back of it, so relax the head. Make sure your thumbs are below the cranial occipitals and the fingers are above. Just relaxing the head, opening up. Shoulders, elbows should be just flying down. Chest in the air, we're back, bending, hips forward, and we're gonna release. We're gonna sit. And then everything's going to straighten up. We don't crunch in. Nice and easy down. We go slow. We are opening up connective tissues at the cellular level, at the rectal level, at the spinal level, at the nerve level, at the spinal level. This is working all of that. I can feel my spine just going in there. Relaxing. Rise up. We're going to forward fold, come down on palms. We're going to change our tactic. That was good enough. We don't want to ever overdo that. Yes, these stretches. That's why we only do like 2, maybe 3. All right, so unhinge all that. So come up. Let's bring our leg up front, and we're going to change up. We're going to stretch back here. Now we're going to like to be in this position. You've seen people on this, right? This is optimal freaking position for a man or a person. Mm-hmm. So we have our knee above our ankle, and I want to try to readjust this a little bit to where this is above my hip. Okay, my knee is below my hip, and my knee is above my ankle and all that. So this is basically perpendicular straight, and this is perpendicular straight. This is this way, right? And I want to make sure, if you need to, make adjustments out and in, and adjustments with your hip and bringing your knee in a little bit, or kind of like straighten that up and do that. So make sure you're right there and have this here, stability. All right, gotcha. Now we're gonna straighten our back, stability. All right, we're just opening up, we're just moving joints on the hips. Remember, this is hip day. This is hip day, not just leg day. We're doing everything that has to connect to the hips. This is definitely hip day. All right, and all that. Ooh, that's got a nice little rainstorm out there. Looks great. Now we're going to basically stretch this leg, okay? And how we're going to do is we're going to stretch, 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 stretch. Remember to get down onto their toes. If you got bad knees, put your hands here. Glutes are going backwards. This is not much of a stretch to me right now. Let's come up. If you have to, push with that arm and come back up, raise your shoulders. All right. And then stretch, stretch. If you have to, move that foot out a little bit more. We're going to have to go here. We're going to stretch this guy. Should we have started with this? Who knows? You just start wherever you feel, in any order. All my work in coaching is in any order. You can pretty much say this works best for you, this works best for you. Now we have to stretch out the flexors here, and we also got to stretch out the quad, and that's what we're doing. So my knee is still pretty much above my ankle here, and so that's why we need to adjust our foot to make sure that always happens. Try not to go past your toes. It is bending that way. It's getting past it now. It's midway. Nice and balanced still, and right now I'm just like stretching this whole area. So and that's what we want to achieve. And we want to dip while we're going gravitizing down that direction, you know, with our body weight. So we're going to make sure we're up and we're relaxed here. We're relaxed here. If you ever want to do the splits, this is the beginning. You know, the rest is up to you to get rid of the tension out the hamstrings and the gastrocnemius if you want to be able to do splits. And then we're going to basically have our hips, so get this thing, keep that there. And now this is where it's going to stretch in. I can really feel that. And scoot back a little bit for you guys to be in the video. I'm going to angle myself a bit more. There we go. And then what I have is this straight. This is where the stretch comes in. Going towards the glutes, going towards that. Keep stability in this leg. Foot forward. Now this is where your glutes go backwards, not your foot. So you're basically using your glute and you're rising your toes to the top. And you're keeping your calf relaxed the whole time doing it because you're using your body to go backwards, raising your foot up, keeping all this relaxed as much as possible through the process. You can also get a strap to pull more right here. Make sure you breathe. Now we're going to go forward, stabilize, stretch. We're going to do this one several times because this is actually feeling good. I've been having serious issue in that right one since I overdid work as an old man somewhere, yard work, and it just caused me problems since then. I mean, I can do this like this. If you can do it, go for it. But if you need to make sure you stabilize for, you know, not to hurt yourself reasons. Now we're going to do the movement. Let's do movement. Using your glutes to go back and forth. Your upper body just stabilize, keeps everything stable, keep you balanced. Make your adjustments. You have to make your foot go further in or out, and it's up to you to have a better stretch. Just like how I have to. I'm going to continue inching that way with my foot over time to give myself much more length in the stretch. Now we can also go back here. After we got a bunch of this stretched up, now we want to come here and grab this guy. Right? Balance yourself. Come on up. If you can. Add a couple of those in there if you need to. We're going to go to the other leg. One more stretch here. Really get into that. Nice and movements. Keep stretching. Keep balancing. You'll see these in my other videos in different entered into different ways. Come up. Work it off. Nice and easy. There we go. Yep. Don't forget to not be so tight at the knees with the cloth. If you're wearing type pants that does that. Mobility in the cloth. We're going to do the same thing on this side. This will take time. Make sure you have your mat out. You can watch this later too. Like, what are we doing here? Now we're going to straighten. Now that we're done explaining things, let's just go at it. Nice good stretches. Stabilize. I feel shaking on this one. Coming up. Just keep falling. Keep relaxing into it. I just need to see me. Thank you. Yeah. I was very appreciative of that. Just stepped to the right a little bit. Didn't notice I was like looking into the mirror. It's okay to ask. It's okay not and to be rejected as well. If they didn't move, I would scoot it over. But first come, first serve, and then trying to find yourself, right? So make sure we're following. I'm like scrunching it too much. Let's do this again. I think we need to hold up. I'm going to get this out a little bit more. I'm going to forward fold into that. Make sure your shoulders and your elbows and all that is straight. Keep your heel locked into the mat. Make sure all this is stretching. You should be feeling behind your knee and the gastrococcaleus stretch. I don't feel nothing in my tendons, my Achilles at all. I can still move it. But it's also moving a lot of this in here, which we want. While we're in a full stretch that we're under control, that we keep ourselves in control with. Come up and stretch. Keep falling and gravitizing down. Make sure we're upright, breathing, and moving forward, and then forward fold. If you still feel it like it needs to stretch, we should be doing this for another 20 minutes. You're like, I don't have the time for that. You have to make time for that at some point, right? So plan it and have a deadline to do it. That way you can get these stretches done. And the more you do it, the better it gets. If you follow all my videos, you'll get a lot better. because I do multiple things, different ways. You know, stretching the back of the legs is very important for me right now. Rise up, especially this right one. This right one's been causing me problems in the hammy and behind my knees. You know, it's not just the flexors that's causing my pain and anguish. Yeah, pain and anguish. Yeah, just make sure you're doing all this. And roll, and let it go down, stability. Rise up, keeping that in there. Forward with the knee. Go as far much as you can, you know, wear knee pads if you have to, and straighten that leg. I'll also show you how to do this while standing. But we're actually all right. We do this as much as we can for as long as we can until we're wiped out, right? Let's go ahead and sit. We're going to do some relaxation stuff here. That was some intense work. How long did that last, you think? All right. Haven't used the towel yet. We're going to go to the sauna after this, the sauna. We want to basically straighten up. And how I do it is I'll get on my knuckles, rise up, straighten everything, and then lower. There we go. Chest. Good. Just let those relax, let the arms in there. If you're way up here, then that means you can get those abductors worked on, you know, and stretched. We're going to rise this up and bring it out, arm length. Keep this foot like in the center. And forward fold. I'm using this to hold on to. Don't squeeze. Using this to go down even more. Squeeze. Use your lower lumbar going in that direction while your chest rises in this direction, and then lower. Rise, breathing, rise, forward fold, using this hand to go down, use this hand to go down, use this hand to go down, use this hand, don't ever touch the bottom of your shoes, that's disgusting, and rest. Rise that knee, bring it in, center. Yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and hold this here, bring this out, and that's as far as you need to go. Right? Make sure this is relaxed. You're straightening up. This is the feet's up. You're relaxing. You're centered as much as possible. I know, right? And then keep this wrapped around. Keep this right here stabilized. Go for it. And then use this hand and this body. Forward fold. With your lumbar going that way. Breathe in. And holding steady here. And using this not to push down on. This ain't pushing down here. This is just holding steady over here to keep myself centered. And I'm going to go further in. Straighten up. Chest up. Lumbar. Release. Use this hand, go in. Use this hand, go in. And then go further in. Woo! Keep those glutes on the mat. If your glute lifted, you went too far. Don't let those glutes lift. Make sure this is relaxed. Make sure this is relaxed. This is the only thing that's tensing up to keep me stabilized. And releasing up, straighten, 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 straighten. Bring it in if you have to. Use this. Bring it up. Especially with those with weaker legs, that's very helpful. I'm going to push my elbows in. And now I'm going to go forward. I don't grab by the shoes. I put my palms right here. I clasp in. And now I got my shoes here. And I'm just squeezing my toes together. And now I'm going in. So now I'm not touching the bottom of my shoes because that's disgusting. Touching the top of my shoes with my palms, that won't touch nothing. I won't touch my face with my side palms at all until I wash my hands. Keep very aware of that. Stop being disgusting. I want your chest to go up, chest to go up, chest to go up, chest to go up. Toes will right minds. Make sure you're relaxed. Head is relaxed. You're not tensing your these. Don't do it. Breathe in, lumbar towards that way. Breathe down, go down, elbows down, elbows down, elbows down. Hold. Palms in, palms in, palms in, palms in. Relaxing everything, breathing and holding. Yep, all that hip stuff is relaxed. You're just using your forearms and your biceps to do this while you're locked in with your fingers. You're going down. Make sure this is all relaxed. Make sure this is all relaxed. Just nice and easy, right? Yeah. Breathe. And breathe. And release with your arms going up and down. Release with your arms going up and down. Don't cause harm. Don't feel pain. You feel pain, you do something different. Don't feel pain. You will feel aches. You will feel soreness. You will feel all kinds of stuff. I meant by real pain that feels like, that's something you need to call a doctor on. Yeah, don't go to that pain. Relax it. Straighten those legs up. Nice and easy. You see how slow I went? No need to go fast. Movement. Everything I'm doing now works well for people who have Parkinson's and MS. This right here will be a great way to move your body because you're using your arms and your legs to move things around and learning this, and you're using everything to stabilize each other with. Yes, straighten up. We're now in our L shape. Now that we did all those stretches, this is where we need to test ourselves. For those who have the inability to flex. There we go. Do not do what I did. Like I had a huge kink in my neck. We're supposed to work it out appropriately. As here. Straightening, opening the chest, opening the body, breathing. If you need to breathe into your mouth, gasp in, gasp out. Instant air, instant oxygen, perfect for that, yeah. We got to be here for a minute. Has it been a minute yet? If you haven't been a minute, you can pause it for several minutes. Straighten up, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. Chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up, chest up. Lumbar just right. Legs are good, stabilizing. Keep going this way. Straightening. I keep, because I keep slouching myself, so I'm reminding myself, reminding you. Breathing. There we go. And release. Release. Let's not scrunch. Let's not scrunch. Go back up. And knees up. If you have to, do this. Hands underneath the thighs, but I'm above the knee. And you're able to move things. Now let's go ahead and bring this foot in. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get on this leg right here. So adjust yourself like this. all right, where you're not on this glute at all. All right, there's a reason for that. You want to be on this leg. That takes you off your sciatic nerve, so you'll never feel sciatic nerve problems ever again by being in this position. You will feel sciatic nerve issues, butt issues, pain issues. No longer will you feel those things. You just now went into freaking territory for pain in your glutes. You just left the vicinity of pain out of your glutes because you lifted off of them. It's that simple. Now, make sure you do that adjustment. Make sure you put an arm here and an arm here, so that way you're stabilizing. And now we're gonna come into this position right here where this is relaxed, open up, and relaxed, open up. And I can tell you right now, you're gonna last all day like this without having pain in your glutes. Now, I had to learn this lesson the hard way over my years because I had sciatic issues. And then one day I did this, and I'm like, oh, really? How come I didn't know? No one teaches this shit. So I'm gonna be giving you my Easter egg for day for people who have sciatic issues. Sit like this, including in chairs. And then what we do is we rise, come to our glutes, do that. We're going to the other side, rise off that glute. You're on your thigh. And now we get into a position, make sure that this is straight, this is, L-shaped, perfect box shape, 90 degree. All right, this is basically, how it goes, but this has to be perpendicular, and then go in there and just hold in there, just relax it. What we're doing is we're opening up this glute easily, soothingly, while basically coming into, we're opening all that up easily, soothingly, without stretching, tensioning. We're just putting ourselves into elbow here. We want to put this right here, nice and easy, right? I'm going to put this right here for stability, right? It's going to keep our leg up, right? And we're just going to hold off right here, right? And we're going to move around. We don't want to be gargoyles, and we also don't want to be grotesques, just, I don't know. See, we don't do that. We want to basically have movement and adjustments. But I can last like this all day as long as we are off the glutes, okay? Which is really great. Make your adjustment, rise up first, always straight before you move. You know what I'm saying? And then you get, and you do your thing. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't be on your glutes doing this. You see this now? That causes pain and stress. I now got pain in my knee right now because it's like where I was. I'm going to readjust it. I can feel that tension right here, just that being right here. But if I do this, I no longer have that pain in my knee. No more strain and stress. All right? No more strain and stress. Right here, no more strain and stress. No straining and stressing. I'm just staying on here, but keeping myself balanced and stabilized to be comfortable. All right, so find your comfort in this position, but be on the leg and off the glutes. It's much better for you. All right, come up here, put one hand here, and we're gonna do a stretch in this position, not on the glutes. Keep this open, keep it relaxed, your leg, hold your leg relaxed. Relaxed. I got a phone call. Let's check it out. I'm gonna pause it.